Our latest short film, Underworld Web, is one of the best movies we've ever made, and we've really gone all out to make sure that it's an amazing production. We started the planning process way back at the beginning of May, and ever since then we've been doing scripts, storyboard, shot lists, getting ready and making sure that we would be ready for our production beginning mid-July. Now, we did a couple of things that we've never done before, and that was intense planning. I wrote scripts and I made shot lists before, but never have I really done stuff as deep as what we've done for this. Also, we've never got locations inside of a building before, and we've never hired talent. This is the first time we had to actually cast talent for a role. It was really a unique process, something that I've never done before, and it was fun doing. We put out a casting call. We got 8 responses, which is less than I thought, but at least we got something. We picked 4 of them to actually hold an audition, and it was kind of fun getting to meet everybody, seeing them perform for us, and actually picking someone. The process of picking out of those 4 was very, very hard. Right now what I'm doing is I'm trying to get all of the scripts together for the auditions. We're finally starting to do them 1 week out before we actually start filming. So,
how does it feel to be preparing for your...
I'm scared. Never done this before. I've always just used people we've used before, and I don't know what to expect. It's like online dating. You meet a complete stranger on the internet, and then trying to see if we're going to be spending the next 3 weeks together. It's going to be interesting. Again, this is the first one we're doing, so it's completely different than you. That's it, we're done. Completely finished with auditions, and now it's the hard part, trying to pick somebody, and we have to let them know by tomorrow. So it's going to be probably the worst part of this thing. Everybody was really great. I'd be happy to work with anybody. So I think we've narrowed it down to 2. And we're sending our very first "sorry you didn't make it" email. So let's go ahead and hit the button and it's sending, and it looks like rejection email number 1 of 3 has been sent a day early, which probably isn't a good sign because we said Saturday. Next, we had to get locations. We had several meetings over the course of multiple months trying to find locations, and we finally got a whole floor of an office building to ourselves, and that's where 6 of the 13 scenes we filmed were, and that was also done in 1 day.
That would be our first suggestion, maybe to check with them.
Okay.
And you know where KPTV is? I was wondering if maybe they...
Okay, yeah.
Do you know where that
Yeah.
is?
Out there like 26, kind of that way.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, just right up 26. Worth a call just to them.
So that was our second day of filming. The first day was with the drone outside of the school building. Okay. Then I'll start looking at the screen. But right now I'm just watching it to see if it does anything crazy.
Pretty hovering, pretty good.
We were getting one last shot of this area. Thought it might look kind of cool, so I was panning across, but as the wind was blowing, it kind of moved it out of its axis a little bit, so I can't go straight across. So when I was going from that side back over here, it kind of drifted towards the tree. May have got the tree. It might have gave it a little bit of a trimming. Battery fell out, broke a propeller guard. Another propeller fell off, didn't break. Those things have been through everything. I've crashed out so many times. Not only did we trim the tree, but it also got a free green paint job all over. Propeller popped off. I don't know how that would pop off. Battery fell out. But other than that, everything's pretty good. We broke a propeller guard back here somewhere. But camera, which is the most expensive part, is fine. We still have the SD card. So we're good. But on this second day, like I said, we're filming 6 of the 13 scenes in 1 day. We had talent scheduled to come in. We had a crew of about 4 or 5 that was supposed to be able to come and help us, but one of our talent never showed up, so we had to use the same person twice, which was not very good, so I hope you don't notice that that's the same person. And then all of our crew did not show up for some reason. They just never said why. So it was me and Taylor filming the entire movie. It was complete chaos. It was craziness. I was so overwhelmed. Luckily, we finished everything. It was budgeting about 8 hours for the entire day, and we only had 4 to film it. So luckily, once we kind of gave up any sense of organization, it went fairly quickly. Day 2 of 7, our first major shoot day. This is probably our biggest two. Everybody's going to be here in about half an hour. So it's going to be really fun. You can see we've got a ton of equipment set up, and it's going to be really crazy. We got our camera station, we got our audio station, we got our monitoring station. So it's going to be really crazy. We have the whole entire floor to ourselves, so we can pretty much film anywhere. It's going to be really cool. It's really hot though. There's no air, so we have lots of fans going. It's not helping. So half an hour and we should hopefully get started. It's 1:15. You just heard that three of the all talent that's supposed to be in the beginning are going to be half an hour late, so there's still 15 minutes. We've got 2 crew members that are supposed to come at 1, maybe. They're not here yet. Our lead isn't supposed to come until 2:30, so she's not here, and I'm not expecting her yet, but everything's set up. It's still really hot in here. The air is not on. It just keeps getting warmer, and we are always changing the setup, doing something different. We still have 15 minutes, so we got a lot of stuff to do. So we did get everything done and be ahead of schedule, surprisingly, even though we started a half hour late and we had less people, but yet we still finished early, which was amazing.
Don't say ASAP. It sounds weird.
Yeah, I'll get right on that.
Get right on ASAP.
So we were rushing, but I feel like you don't really notice that, which is pretty awesome. For our next day, we were doing a park scene where the whole thing went down, and that was really fun outside. Got a lot of people staring at us. Again, we got a late start, but we were able to film a lot of the parts without the lead. We were able to film those without her. So it's a little bit out of order from what we were originally planning, but it worked. Underworld Web Day 3. We're in the park, and this is going to be the scene where they get arrested. So this is going to be the longest scene in the movie, but it shouldn't be that hard. We're only doing 1 scene. Last time we did 6, so hopefully this is a little bit easier. Got half an hour until our talent shows up. So yeah, we're almost all set up. And again, that went, and pretty much everything else, the entire movie, went really quickly. Surprisingly, I didn't have to cut any scenes, which was pretty nice. And then the next day 4, we were inside of the library doing 2 different scenes there, and we had to go for a different camera, and we had to strip down our rig. We shot the majority of the movie on the JVC GYHM 170UA, and when we were doing stuff like dorms and libraries, we were on the Panasonic GH4. Now, I use the iPhone 7 Plus on the DJI Osmo Mobile for all of these smooth shots. It didn't work out the best, but it looks good. We used the DJI Phantom 3 standard for all the drone shots. And then right now we have the Red Scarlet, which is what we're recording this with. And I think there's 1 shot in the entire movie with this camera, just because I didn't get it until after we were done making the movie. So yeah, next movie though, definitely going to be on a Red. Then we were in a real dorm. Our lead, she had a friend who had a dorm available, so we used that. It was a really tight setup with lots of reflections and mirrors, so if you see a slate on top of a bed, well, that's because we were in a really tight room, and the forward-facing shot when she's talking was like really shaking out of focus because I was kind of around the side. I couldn't get behind the desk because it was like mounted to the wall. So that was a little bit hard as well. And then for our final day, we were at a different building but right next door to where we filmed the majority of the movie. And this was the classroom scene. It was really fun to do. Our talent, Dan, for the teacher, he was really funny. No one else found him funny except for me. But we had a great time. We got a couple of pretty cool shots on that as well. And then we did a couple of other things for remaining shots of the other scenes. But then that was it. In total, it was 7 days of production. None of them were full. The longest was like 4 hours for the talent, 7 hours for us. But editing process went surprisingly quick. I was impressed by how fast everything went in post. And I wasn't expecting it to launch till November. But now it's launching in September. And it's already out by the time you're watching this behind the scenes. So check that out. It's on Amazon. It's on YouTube. But overall, I had an amazing time making this movie. It was so much fun. If you have any questions about what we did, how we made it, let me know in the comment section below. We're already starting on our next movie, so hopefully we should start production in December, around there. Maybe have it up before June, hopefully is what I'm hoping. But again, we're just starting the script right now. But if you like this video, leave a like and hit that subscribe button for more behind the scenes and short films. This is Mark, and I will see you in the next one.